sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Southern California. This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 45. White. Drill green. Edo blue. Claw. 10. Fury. Yellow.
From the shotgun. He'll throw to get this one started. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Tight end on. Ready. 52 blue. Cut.
On the ground, it is the rookie from Oklahoma. They struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And the work is close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
They'll run for the carry of the game for Trey Benson. And once again, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
The quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Well, here down the field will fall incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Now, faking the give. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 59-yard attempt.
Pass's kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Light blue, black, 95.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up a 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
43, rail,
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they will finally run him down.
36 yards.
That is a big gainer for the Rams. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Rams 7, Cardinals 3. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. He fields it at the 8. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by McBride. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll plow it forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
3rd down, 3 to go. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On that connection. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
17 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught at the 3. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
At the 3-yard line.
Benson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution. Like, it's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back. So it's got to be better blocked and better executed. These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Up the sideline to the 40. Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 94 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is run in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big gain for Arizona. It's a gain of 43 yards. Here's 1st and 10. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. He'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out wide. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Set.
The drive will start on the ground. And he'll find some space. Taking it for 6. Out to the 26-yard line.
It's a pick up to 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Slot, come on, set. You gotta fuck this out. 45, wide. Ready?
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
First down.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. 22, 10, blind, ready, triple, 30, field, black. Ready.
The throw here is complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Black shot. Drill green. Set.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll air it out down the middle. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Oh, how about the coverage there? Madden dropped before he can get a return goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Blue, 32, ready.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That is a big gainer for the Rams.
First down.
It's a gain of 34.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Hey, confused. Ready?
Now give on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
52 blue. Cut.
Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break.
Slice blue. Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Moving to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
45, right. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 3 touchdowns in this one. And he's up to 11 on the season. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. He's got it! And it'll be taken down at the start the drive. 53 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Benson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's inside, and that's the tight end, McBride. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's Harrison in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. This is fun toward the side of the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, Arizona. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Got a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. Now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready. Ken Black. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Come on, set. See 33, yellow. Fury, yellow. Red, yellow. Set.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. 2nd down, they need 7. That's Harrison in motion. Wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. Too much. The mic, man. Characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. Back, seriously.
Again, it's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 6.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove. And there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open. And you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, a huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
First and 10.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Watch out now. 50 clear. Go. Here we go. Set. Drill. 60 red. 60 red. 52 black. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
On the set.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Set. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute. It's a reverse. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll run here with Benson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's got his tight end. That's McBride. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just just enough for another first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Back to the air one more time. That's caught by Harrison right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Arizona.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one to the end zone. But incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Thrown left side. The catch is made. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain. That's a full.
At the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Let's go.
McBride is the motion man. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Throwing here on third and goal. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Back to throw. Escaping to his left. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Cut.
He'll drop to throw. Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, the scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Third and a yard.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, L.A.
39-yard line.
Needle blue. Ready. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
A gain of a yard.
Here's second and 9.
Second and 9.
Come on, set. Black. Field. Black. Slide blue. Ready.
They'll look to throw. It's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Yellow. 22.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
First and 10 at the
Down
12-yard
at
line.
the 12. It's first and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Rams.
Joshua
Carney now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead.
Cardinals 13. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drop. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down.
On the ground, it's Benson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. It's an Arizona first down. Again, it's Benson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Third down.
Third and 2. Here we go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder to their position.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, L.A. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point from Hardy is good. And the Rams are going to extend their lead.
Cardinals 13. Joshua
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now, faking the give. Out to his right. That's to the right side. And incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open. He tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Harrison in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He's got it. And he's going to have a Cards 1st down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
A give. Here's Benson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. That's Harrison in motion. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and he barrels his way into the end zone. Trey Benson, touchdown Cardinals. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Set, hut. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A loss of 1. It's now third and 9.
Steel, black. Fury, yellow. Needle, blue. Set.
Quick hitting slant there. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Ready?
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's Harrison in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete. John Smith, the tight end, and he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, They're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Ready, set. Here we go. Set.
Handoff here, up the middle. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll stick with him again. Good blocking to the 15. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. On comes Joshua Carney for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cardinals 19. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, the defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
2nd and 10. This out wide to Pollard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Oh, looking end zone, but is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Now they'll set up to throw. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They marked him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Oh, this ball's going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we cut.
They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And now I live it. They need a gift to know it's gotta give. I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in.
2nd down, they need 3.
Here we cut.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Hey, check mega. Down. Set.
And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
Ready, set.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Ready, ready. 52 points.
So it's a win here for the Rams. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up.